Georgia in Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Oregon Ducks, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Ducks will kick it away to start us off. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He's able to work his way across the 25 to the 26 before going out of bounds. Back to throw, it's Stockton. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
Well, the receiver did everything right. He ran a good route, he got his head around, he just didn't finish the play. Just look it in.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. Right through his hands and incomplete, and he'll want that one back. It'll be 3rd down.
Man, that's one you expect him to make in his sleep, right? He's one of the better receivers in the entire country. He just dropped that one over the middle of the field.
And this defense has forced a couple of incompletions, and now with a chance to get off the field on 3rd and 10. Got the 1st down and still on his feet. Just what they needed, an explosive play in the running game, and they're out to the 49-yard line before he goes out of bounds. The Bulldogs just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Looking to throw on 1st down. With the catch, it's Branch. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Might be changing the route. Moore to the air. Here comes the heat. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And that guy is just a man. I mean, he sets the tone in this defense. You saw it on that play right there. Reminds me a lot of the guys standing beside him. David Pollack really set the bar for great D-line play at Georgia. I think back to 2 guys I played against, Richard Seymour and Marcus Stroud, lining up beside each other on the inside of that D-line. That was an absolute nightmare to go up against.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Caught near the sticks. It's Whittington. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a 1st down.
Well, after watching the other offense go down the field and score a touchdown, you know this guy's trying to lead his offense to do the exact same thing. That was a big third down. I know there's a lot of football left to play, but you're trying to establish confidence as early as possible. That last throw is really going to help out your team.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Whittington. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. And the Ducks look to keep this drive humming. Wants to go up top on first down. Pressure coming. Takes a hit as he fires. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Fires to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
The Dogs are barking and growling and trying to hold him here on third down. Moore will throw. It's caught. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Third down, the focus of the defense has to shift. It has to change. We have to understand now exactly where the sticks are. We can't give up those plays for them to get beyond the sticks and get those first downs.
In their vision of that play, someone would run free after making an easy catch. There was nowhere to run and nowhere to go except down.
Probably looked really good when they drew that one up on the board this week in practice, but obviously a lot more difficult to go out and execute. Give the defense credit. Great stop.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. On the direct snap, it's Whittington. They forged ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Moore. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain. The Ducks are at the line looking to convert on third and short. On third and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Get it out to the supersonic guy. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. They've switched ends of the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. On the snap, it's Whittington. And the defense stuffs the run, and the ball will remain at the 2.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Yeah, and if you go big, I'm going big. I'm going to bring an extra defensive lineman. I'm going to bring in my big physical run. This is what they've done. This is what you do on this part of the field, so I'm going to play aggressive on defense.
On the direct snap, it's Whittington. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. A methodical drive, soul-crushing, spirit-breaking, and it ends in a touchdown.
And listen, I know everybody wants the big plays, the big, long touchdowns and all that stuff, but putting a drive together like that is very difficult to do time and time again, and it's demoralizing for the defense. Great drive by the offense.
Coming out with it, it's Branch. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. We're ready to get another another look at this Bulldog offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
To throw, it's Stockton. Right on target this time. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling there out to the 35.
That's an absolute strike right there, giving me some Stetson Bennett vibes, some Aaron Murray vibes, even Matthew Stafford with the arm talent on that throw. I tell you, they can attack any spot of the field in the passing game because of this guy's talent.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Back to pass on second down. Caught in the backfield, it's Frazier. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Man, on those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
One of the nice things about RPOs is that it's a slow-developing mesh between the QB and running back, and that allows these receivers time to get vertically downfield and work their routes. You saw it right there on that play.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
A little screen to the running back. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. The Dogs come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. And they can't make the connection on third down.
Well, on third and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on fourth down.
On fourth down, they'll pass for it. And he will score! Touchdown, Georgia!
On these critical fourth downs, as a quarterback, you've got to find your best matchup, and they didn't just get the first down. He had his guy one-on-one. He took a shot, and it pays off for a huge score.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They put together an 81-yard drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Wide receiver comes in motion. Direct snap. It's Whittington. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Moore to the air. Bringing the heat. Gets rid of it. That's reeled in. It's Benson. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. The Dogs are off the leash and coming after him on third down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Going the other way, and he's got room.
How about that? they knew this defense was good defending the pass, but that had more to do with who's in the secondary, not necessarily who's up front. David, his best Pollock impersonation, picking that one off.
Yeah, baby, you don't get many opportunities to drop in coverage. You don't get many balls thrown your way, but when you do, you want to make sure you take advantage, showing off the athletic ability, showing the hands. The big defensive lineman comes up with the INT.
Yeah, the offense was trying to go draw, make it look like pass, but I'll tell you, the linebackers weren't fooled. They came down hard quickly, got into the backfield, and got the tackle for loss.
Off play action. Fires to the right. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window, and you just say, hey, defense won that. Well, good coverage.
Fires to the middle. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And what a great job by the defense that time. Cover one, man coverage. And did you see how everybody was impressed? When you press receivers, you disrupt their timing. You get your hands on them at the line of scrimmage. You jam them. And it completely disrupts the quarterback and his thought process. And that time, that was a big reason that ball got INT.
All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. Perfect play call for that big gain to open the drive. Now here they come on 1st and 10. Moore will throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. You just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Quarterback making checks. Second down, they'll go to the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Whittington. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. And the Ducks getting set on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Whittington. He's down at the 27. They can stop the clock, and this is a 1st down. New set of downs after the completion.
Yeah, and I think you've just seen how the quarterback has so much confidence in this guy catching the ball too, right? Receivers aren't open, tight ends aren't open. He knows he can find him running out of the backfield. If he lines up a wide receiver, this dude can get open, and he can make positive things happen after he has the ball.
There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Makes the catch. It's Moore. And they pick up just a few on that completion. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Ducks come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. And that 3rd down pass had some serious juice, but they couldn't hook up.
And you're not going to see many of those. That's a gift for this defense. You don't see this guy miss very often, especially to put 6 on the board. That was a big missed opportunity for this quarterback and this offense.
Got enough to move the sticks. 1st down from the 17.
And those 4th and 3, 4th and 4 situations are really tough. Is it a passing situation? Is it a running situation? I really got to see my keys, go get it. Defense was just a step slow to give up the 4th down.
Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
And that's a nice end to this first half. Put points on the board, create a little bit of momentum. You're still losing, I know. Go into the locker room, talk about some adjustments, and come out with some momentum.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Branch. He goes out of bounds on that return right at the 20-yard line. Ready to get things going here in the second half as Georgia about to kick it away. It'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success, and so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, a new set of downs.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Moore to the air. Makes the grab. It's Whittington. And it'll be a pickup of 9. They're facing a 3rd and 1.
Guys have the backfield now. It's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages.
It's a seam wide open. Touchdown, Ducks. They take the lead with the 6.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Grab near the marker. It's dealt. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. He had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Here's the thing. I know this guy's not going to win the Heisman Trophy, but he's a pretty talented football player that's made big plays for this offense in the past. They have not had any success when they've given him chances so far in this game. And in the 3rd quarter, you're getting a little nervous, I think, if you're the head coach, because he's a guy you need to have success if you're going to win.
It'll be 3rd and long. Motion from the wideout. Scanning the field, it's Stockton. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long, different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
Rushes on him. Makes the grab, plenty for the first down. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere. Just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do. But maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get him.
Deep shot for the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. He's shown the...
Turning it on. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Dogs. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing, he's working defensively. You got to figure something out. You got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyway.
On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Might be calling a hot route. Moore will throw. Got a man. It's Whittington.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on the first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on third down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
He'll throw on third down. Grab near the sticks. It's low. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on third and short.
He's got the back in the middle. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. He makes a catch. And they'll move the chains with the first down. That might be it for the third quarter. We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the third. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Handoff from the gun. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. Offense changing the play. Moore to the air. Quickly out to the tight end. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. They'll try to get the first through the air. Grab near the marker. It's Whittington. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
And this is why checkdowns are so big. There's a lot of quarterbacks in these types of situations on third down. They just want to make the home run, highlight type throw. But a nice job being poised and making a good decision, checking it down to the running back here to help your offense out.
On the ground, it's Whittington. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
This crowd even louder now on second down as they try to Wants to go up top. Throws to the tight end. A strike downfield. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense.
How about that? Just really nice catch by the big tight end. Throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
So now the opportunity to take the lead with a first and goal here. Calls his own number. Touchdown, Oregon! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
And that's a really nice physical run. This is a team that prides themselves on the ability to establish the line of scrimmage. And here we are in the fourth quarter, late in the game. Everyone's tired, and a no-nonsense run. Great push by the offensive line, taking the lead with that touchdown.
He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. Got it in the middle. It's Frazier. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
I know we're all way up here in the booth, but guys, y'all remember that ball you could throw that whistled? That thing was whistling. It had so many RPMs on it.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. They came out humming on this drive, and now it's first down from the 36. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw, it's Stockton. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And he makes the catch inside the 25. He was loose and setting sail, and they stop him at the 6-yard line.
Well, this offense is showing you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped the field.
Wants to go up top. Gets it to him on the screen. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And they've moved out front here on the fourth.
And at this stage of the game in the fourth quarter, big-time players make big plays in big games. What a great job after he secured the catch in the open field, showing off the speed, taking it to the house, and with it, his team now has the lead.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on first down. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. Direct snap. Wildcat look didn't get much. Pick up a few on that one.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that.